Hey guys, how you doing? DJ AJ 101 with you here today, and as you could probably tell from my last video if you watched it, just kind of a vlog style, just kind of talking about random things. I did say I was going to try to do some more technology videos, mainly because, I still like doing this kind of stuff. And as you can see, it's a video that is about the OWC Mercury Elite Pro Dual, and the hard drive that failed, which is right here. Have you guys ever heard of this Media Max hard disk drive? I mean, it's a 4 terabyte hard drive. I mean, it's like any other 3.5 inch drive you can get. This one is pretty much as dead as a doorknob, so it could probably be used as a door knocker at this point. Now, how did I know that this particular enclosure had a bad drive? Just because, I did an unboxing of this, so if you guys want to check out my channel, you can obviously check it out. There's no LED indicators in the front. There are a couple up here that would let you know that the drive is working and everything else. None of the lights went red, which is kind of disappointing because I figured there would at least be a sensor on here, and as you can see, there's only one drive in because it took forever for the new hard drive to come in, so I'm actually just kind of making this as an impromptu video. As you guys can see here on the back, USB 3. You can configure your RAID however you would like. Span independent. I'm guessing for independent drives. I'm not quite sure what that means. Which you can obviously look at the manual. I'll leave a link for this enclosure in the description if you guys are looking at it. Of course, RAID 0 and RAID 1. I have it RAID 0 for 2 4 terabyte drives, so just one large volume to hold all my media. And of course, I have my media redundantly backed up on independent drives, so I didn't lose anything. Good note to keep in the back of your head, just so you know that you won't lose anything for your media or for your files or any type of data you have on here. Dual Thunderbolts, which is what I have hooked up to the MacBook Pro that I'm running it on, and of course the fan, power, lock, and other sides the same thing. And as you guys can see, it's kind of sliding forward because I already have the screws out, which are right there. Silver ones go right here in the bottom. As you can see, it's very simple to pop out the 4 things, 4 screws, excuse me, and this thing kind of slides right out the front there, and that's what I'll do right now. I'm going to show you guys what it is. So again, this thing has nothing in it, and of course nothing on the back here of that side. It's kind of the connectors, and here's what it looks like on the inside. Just a little controller, the fan, dual SATA hookups here with power, and of course there is the other drive. So kind of disappointed with this particular, not the enclosure itself, because it is doing what I wanted to do, which is take one large volume for all my media files and all my data and everything, just to kind of keep at an arm's length, because I only have a 1 terabyte internal drive in my laptop, and I have a lot of home videos and multimedia stuff that I use for just temporary storage on this drive and just kind of accessing files. And of course, like I said, I have it all backed up. Sorry if I'm talking so fast. I want to get through all this information because this is a how-to video, just impromptu how-to video, but I did want to show you guys kind of what I'm working with as well. So people are saying get on with it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview, and I know I'm already at about 3 some odd minutes here. But again, not disappointed with the enclosure. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to, but kind of disappointed with these cheap Media Max drives. I have no idea what name brand they are. I don't even know if Media Max is a name brand. I never really looked it up. But anyways, just for the record, I did get a 4 terabyte 7200 RPM Toshiba drive. So hopefully, this is like $120. Kind of expensive, especially for a bigger drive, but hoping this guy does the trick. We'll open it up right now. I haven't even done that yet. So, of course, this drive does come with like a 1-year warranty or whatever the heck it says, 60 days. Got it from Newegg. It took like a week and a half to get here. I used to order things from Newegg, and it used to be crazy because I used to get them in like a few days, and I'd be like, wow, that was really fast. So nothing in the box now besides styrofoam, which it should just have a hard drive. Even has 3 years warranty, so let's hope that this 3-year warranty means, hey, if it fails, we'll give you a new one. And I do have a little toaster thingy. I forget even what the heck it's called. Let me see if I can see it. It's called the Voyager S3. It's from NewerTech. It's also from OWC. You can look it up. Basically, it lets you read hard drives, kind of like a toaster. You just pop them in, like this, boom, and it reads them. And I popped up both drives, and the other one was not able to format or anything, so I'm assuming that it was kind of bad. So here we go. We have the little plastic thing, Chinese, whatever the heck's written on it. Okay, so tear it open right there. You guys want to be careful. Always touch metal. I don't have a static guard on me, so I'm just going to kind of be careful with this hard drive because, again, quite expensive for the volume of storage space, because 4 terabytes aren't exactly like 1 terabyte drives that you can pick up for like $50. So there we go. SATA connectors. Everything you'd expect out of a normal hard drive. Nothing all that spectacular there. So just going to kind of go on here and put it in. We're going to connect the power and the data cable. There we go. That was simple. You guys didn't even need to see it, but you can kind of see as I kind of lower it in here. Of course, screw holes are all on the side here, so we're just going to pop screws in. But it kind of looks like this. Let me kind of zoom in here for you. So again, just connected two cables, connected the SATA, connected the power, and boom, the drive is sitting nice and pretty right there. Like I said, impromptu video. Nothing special or spectacular. So now you guys just want to line up the holes, make sure that they're going to be in the right place. And this is probably going to be a little bit more complicated because you really have to be on top of this, making sure that both holes are lined up. And as you can see right there, they are both lined up, for point being, because you can see there are the holes. So I'm just going to pop this in real quick, take a couple of my screws, so I'll be back in just a second. And the protocol when doing anything in a, inside of an enclosure is try to keep the screws a little bit looser on the first side, just to begin with. Because really what you want to do is you want to line this side up, then you want to line this other side up, and then go from there. So it looks like these are pretty well lined up, or at least they were, just like so, as you guys can see. So that's what you kind of want to deal with. These other little screws are all over the place. So best to work on a table where you aren't going to lose them. My desk is my best table that I have here, so that's what we're working with here today. Okay, just like that. Now I'm just kind of tightening the screws in just a bit. Again, you don't really have to torque these things. It's just going to be sitting in here, so as long as they're tight, you should be all good. Going to finish up these on this side. Boom. And boom. So again, screws are all in. Hard drive is sitting nice and pretty, all connected up, as you can see right down there. So now we're going to shove it back in its enclosure. I can remember how to do this now, just like so. Just kind of slides right back in. So again, now they're both sitting in there. Ports are back on there. So now we just want to make sure we do the same thing with this as we did before. Going to kind of change the viewing angle there for you guys. So again, now we're going to use the smaller black screws. I think I said the black screws went in the hard drives. I was wrong. Black screws are on the bottom to match the black on the bottom. I should have known that. We're going to kind of screw this one in. And just for the record, OWC does have a lot of videos on their website and also on their YouTube page to do this. So if you are looking for the professional advice, and rather than just my impromptu of putting in a hard drive in an enclosure when when it fails, of course they have a good selection of videos as well. So feel free to check that out. I'll try to leave that in the description as well. I'm subscribed to them, so I see a lot of their stuff, and it's usually always good. So usually kind of know what they're talking about, so I try to follow their videos before I would ever make up all my own assumptions. But anyways, guys, that's just kind of how easy it was. Again, there we go. Just gonna kind of put it right there. We'll tilt it up just a little bit there for you. Again, that's how easy it is. It's not very hard. So I guess, all you have to do literally now is plug it into your computer. If you're like me and you have a MacBook, you plug it into the MacBook. Just go to Disk Utility. It might even bring it up right away when you plug it in and say, hey, do you want to initialize this drive? Because I have it on RAID 0, of course. Good note about RAID 0, I call it scary RAID, because keep in back in your mind that, both drives are being written to. So like half the data's on one, half it's on the other, but it's not written to the point where you can read either drive and get stuff off of it. Again, it's written, simultaneously to each of them, so it's in that RAID 0 fashion. So if one drive does go down, you will lose everything. Again, a great solution as far as a kind of working drive, as I use it. Again, it's just quick access to all my files. I do have, independent drives that are backed up with this data. So that's always a good thing to have, always have backups. I can't tell you how many times, that you could lose something, and you always want to be sure that it's backed up. So back up your data. That's the important thing to this video. Again, even these high-end whatever, I don't even know if this is high-end, but again, they do fail. Hard drives do fail. They are not 100% like, oh, I bought the expensive hard drive, it's going to last, server grade. Hard drives fail. That's the moral of this story. So back your data up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them right below. Hopefully I or somebody else in our little tech community, whoever watches this video, will be able to answer them. So always feel free to check out the comments. We always have a good little discussion going down there. Also feel free to follow me on social. I have the Twitter and Facebook links right below. These videos are always posted there when I do create new ones. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Again, links will be in the description if I can find any of them, either for this enclosure or anything else that I mentioned about OWC. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope to see you guys also in the next video. Have a great one. Till then.